Welcome to this wonderful platform, Linda's TV show. This is the home of news. If it is your first time of coming across this YouTube channel for the first time and you like what you see, please subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. In this platform, we'll present to you news across the globe, especially what is happening in Nigeria. Before we present the news, we analyze it and we'll sit down there to watch it together with you. Then later we'll go to the comment section to talk about it. Of course, you are free to criticize, you are free to comment, you are free to leave your own opinion because you are entitled to your opinion, but let us do it constructively.
Of the ruling Fulani Caliphate, because Fulani Caliphate are the people, they are the people ruling Nigeria. There is no Buhari. That is the fact of life. You can deceive yourselves all you like from now till the kingdom come. The truth of the matter is that Buhari is dead, buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. That is the truth of the matter. Sue me anywhere if you like, but of course not in the zoo court, because anyway they're on strike. I want to ask Malami, under which law of the Federation of Nigeria are you banning Twitter? Under which law? Are you now saying that executive pronouncement by whoever is the head of state or the president of the zoo becomes law? Is that what you're trying to imply? If that is the case, then that means you don't understand what Montesquieu went through in order to put to paper his treatise on separation of powers. It means you did not go to school. You're not an AGF. It means, of course, you're a quota lawyer. So you know nothing. Under which law I asked the Fulani Janjaweed, including those in ASOROCK, because I know Buhari is not there, so maybe I will address Garba Shehu, Femi Adesina, maybe El Rufai, running the show from Kaduna, and of course Malami, and what's his name again? Their so-called secretary to the government, or chief of staff. What's his name again? The man from Kwara State. I don't know his name. I want to ask these people, Nigeria has three ways of making laws. The one in the Constitution of Nigeria, the one that they make at the National Assembly, and any judicial pronouncement in a court of law. These are the only three means by which any law can come into existence under the current jaundiced democratic rule that you have in Nigeria. So I'm asking them, where is it in your 1999 constitution or any statute of state that using Twitter is a crime? I want somebody to please try and tutor that very Janjaweed, the Attorney General of the Federation of the Zoological Republic, called Malami, that an executive directive is not a law binding on the people. That is something some of you don't understand. When they say, come and register for NIN, all of you run and register for NIN, go and do BVN, do BVN. It is not backed up by the weight of the law. Therefore, it is not binding on everybody. I give you a very simple example. Remember most of the laws that most of the executive decisions that were taken by Donald Trump, how quickly they were reversed. And in most cases, some courts said they will not even uphold it. It was turned down. It is not binding on the people. It is an executive decision. It is not a law. You can't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I am banning Twitter because of that. Nobody should use Twitter. Are you mad? Who are you? If Nigeria does not want Twitter in their territory, all they need to do is to go to the National Assembly and pass a law or a bill saying we no longer require the presence of Twitter in our land. That now becomes law, punishable by whatever thing that the law courts may deem fit. Only then will the use of Twitter be prosecutable. You cannot prosecute somebody based on executive fiat. It is not done anywhere in the world. But because they are bullies, they do not understand the niceties of the law. Therefore, any instruction by those claiming they are Buhari or the Attorney General of a Buhari to arrest and to prosecute Nigerians still using Twitter is null and void, because there is no law criminalizing the use of Twitter. And nobody, no president in a democracy has the prerogative to make laws by virtue of his or her pronouncements. It is not done anywhere in the world. That is why you have a democracy. But of course, some of you in the cow republic, you don't understand what we're talking about. Some of you are not learned enough to appreciate what we are discussing this evening, or this very gospel that I'm bringing to you, but that is a fact. You can be a president, you can issue directives, but you do not make the law. That is why you have the National Assembly. That is their job. Once they make a law, that law now becomes binding on everybody. That is how civilized people behave. You cannot ban anybody. There is no law in the zoo criminalizing the use of Twitter, and whoever claims that he is Buhari cannot make any laws. He is an executive or the head of the executive branch. Their job is to implement and execute the laws. The duty of the courts is to interpret the law. I don't even know if these elementary government is, if people are actually aware of it in Nigeria. I'm not even sure that people are aware of this very simple fact. The policy of this administration in the zoo to suspend Twitter's operations in Nigeria is not law. It is a policy. The Constitution, the flawed Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria guarantees all Nigerians the right to free speech and freedom of association, freedom of expression. That is what I'm doing tonight, speaking my mind. You may disagree with it. Of course, the Janjaweed will. But the majority have over the years accepted it to be gospel and a fact. That is my opinion, and I am entitled to it. Something that the Fulani Janjaweed do not understand. When I speak, they say it is hate speech. It is not hate speech. I am stating the obvious, and I'm stating all these facts. I will buttress some of them with evidence as we progress this very evening. Therefore, everybody, if you are in Nigeria, please ignore the stupid threat that you will be prosecuted if you go on Twitter. And all of them, they're on Twitter. They are on Twitter. All of them, they're on Twitter. They're still tweeting. When they call me all manner of names, when they were calling IPOB miscreants, they called us every vile name under the sun. Nobody complained of hate speech. When that fool on bleaching cream with 2 dots on his forehead were writing nonsense and calling me names, nobody pulled his tweets down. Nobody complained. Not at all. I don't complain because I take as much as I give, so I don't complain. People are entitled to the opinion. And I don't expect everybody to agree with me all the time. It is impossible. These people, because we stood up to them, because IPOB said enough is enough, because we formed Eastern Security Network to safeguard our land, our forest, and our bush and our farmlands for our people to go and farm, because we said to Fulani, you cannot conquer this land of the ancients. That is the only crime we committed. That is the only crime we committed. They went overboard. We are going to speak in the language you will understand. But Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, Ansaru, Miyetti Allah, Fulani foreign bandits, Fulani local bandits, Fulani terrorists in general, Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb. These are all terror franchise run by Fulani people in Nigeria. That is a fact. It is not hate speech. It is a fact. These people in ASOROCK never spoke the language that Boko Haram understood. They never spoke the language that Fulani headsmen, the same people. What I find astonishing is that these people, they will ignore the timber, the tree in their own eyes, and they'll be looking for a tiny speck of dust in your own. I want to ask Fulani Janjaweed, have you dealt with Boko Haram in their own language? Did you go to the north massacring people, abducting people, killing them, basically committing genocide in broad daylight as you're doing right now in the east? The answer is no. Throughout the years of Fulani rampage through the Middle Belt, have you ever read the riot acts to them? The answer is no. But the whole world, what I find astonishing is the hypocrisy of man. BBC, Twitter, Facebook, all the rest of them, New York Post, everybody, Sky News. All of you are witnesses to this march of the Janjaweed across from the Sahel into the Middle Belt part of Nigeria, killing, slaughtering, and maiming people. All of you are aware. Nobody will ever say to Garba Shehu, why did you not read riot acts to Boko Haram, to Fulani, your fellow Mietiala, that you gave 100 billion to? Why didn't you read it to them? He read a riot act to IPOB. He read, can't you, the president has spoken. And when I say it, sometimes people take offense, but it is a fact of life that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. I've said this many times because I know that the owners of Twitter, they are listening to my broadcast this evening via that very platform. I want them to understand that I am also self-critical. We are our own worst enemies because of the way we reason, because of the way we think. And that is why black people are at the bottom of the pile all over the world, wherever you go to, because of how we reason. The same person trying to address the issue of insecurity in the East in the language they will understand, failed to address his own people in the language they themselves will understand. Now, I believe that you're following what I'm saying. Please pay very close attention. When it comes to Biafrans, the Easterners, to Igbo people in particular, there is this great understanding, there is this unity of purpose that an Igbo man should be hated and killed if need be. It didn't start today. It started all the way back in 1945. And as most scholars and commentators have noted over the years, anywhere you go and you find hardworking people, people who are blessed by God, they attract envy. The only reason why those idiots like Garoba Shehu will be mouthing all their rubbish and saying, "Oh, we are going to speak the language they understand," is because of their natural hatred for Biafran people. Is there anywhere in the world, even the Armenian massacre has been recognized by the US Congress as being a genocide worthy of note? We lost 5 million people. Some of you don't even ask yourself questions sometimes. How come Biafrans lost 5 million people yet nobody's talking about it? It's because of that palpable hatred all across the board for no reason. These are the demons that we are fighting on a daily basis. Now you want to teach Biafrans a lesson or speak to them in the language they will understand, which is the language of genocide. That was the reason why the tweet purportedly made by Buhari was taken down by Twitter. But let us just go back a little bit and at least put on our thinking cap this very evening, morning, noon or night, depending on where you are, and ask ourselves a very simple question. Who brought insecurity into Nigeria? Bandits killed 91 people. By bandits, I mean these are Fulani people. Fulani terrorists killed 91 people in a place called Danko Wasagu, local government area of Kebbi State. And I want Twitter to listen very carefully to what I have to say. I want all the people listening all over the world to pay attention to what I have to say. The same people threatening to go and unleash genocide and mayhem in the East, in their own backyard, their own people, those referred to as legitimate stakeholders in the government, or should I say the governance of Nigeria, Miyetiala, we are busy slaughtering 91 people in Kebbi State. Now it doesn't stop there. Who are those they are killing, you may ask? Is it not the North? Kebbi State is mainly populated by Hausa people. The Fulani people are killing Hausa people in Kebbi State. They are killing the Lerma people. They are killing the Busawa people. They are killing the Dukawa people. They are killing the Dakakari people. They are killing the Kambari people. They are killing the Gungawa people. They are killing the Kamuku ethnic nationality in Kebbi. Are you listening to me? Later on, I will tell you why they're obsessed with dividing us. Southeast, South, Niger Delta, Igbo, and other rubbish. Because in the North, I'm telling you the truth, they are not one. Forget all the rubbish, because what the Fulanis did very cleverly was to emasculate the political, economic, and social space within Nigeria. All the, should I say, media outlets in the North only have one agenda: to throw out the Fulani narrative on a daily basis. Daily Trust, Premium Times, NTA, Channels Television, to an extent AIT. They are using Punch newspaper. Intermittently, they will use Vanguard. They will use Nation newspaper as they will. Now and again. In Kebbi State, as they are busy telling you about Southeast and South, Niger Delta and Igbo. Delta is not even other rubbish. I want to tell you that in one single state in the North, the Fulani is a minority. And in that place that the Fulani people are a minority, they have gone on and killed 91 Hausa people. Are you following what I'm telling you? They have killed 91 Hausa people. You will not hear anybody ever. If it is anywhere else, they'll say, oh, they're killing Fulani. What is happening to Fulani? But Fulani went into Kebbi State, which doesn't belong to them, and killed 91 Hausa people. This happened 2 days ago. No, in fact, basically on Saturday, very early morning on Saturday, it happened yesterday, to be honest, the 5th of June. The police command in Kebbi State on Saturday confirmed that bandits, they don't want them to be called terrorists, because once they're called terrorists, you know, Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb comes to mind, and Saru and Miyetiala will come to mind. So you know what the government of Nigeria did through Lai Mohammed, their Minister of Information? They said to media houses, do not call them Fulani terrorists anymore, just call them bandits. So that way the eyes of the people and the attention of the world will be deviated or deflected away from the real identity of these murderers and killers. It's a very simple strategy. Maybe it was Britain that advised them to do that. Maybe it's Katrina Land that advised them to do that. I am telling the whole world only yesterday, as they were shouting about Southeast insecurity, we are going to kill, we'll bring in the army, we'll land aeroplane, we'll bomb everybody. In their own backyard, this same government is aiding and abetting the Fulani slaughter of Hausa people. It's here now, it's not very clear. Bandits kill 91 people in Danko, Wasagolo, confirmed by the police. And who confirmed it? The public relations officer, the PRO. His name is DSP
for always watching Linda's TV show. I will see you again in my next video. Remain blessed. I appreciate each and every one of you, and keep on watching Linda's TV show. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I beg you to do that so that you'll be getting more updates from me. Bye bye.